can chop it up on some business. If you don't do right by people, then God gonna chop them off for you and get them out your life. So it's just chop everywhere. It's everywhere. But spirituality-wise, with chop, it's about men and women doing right by each other. Because if you don't do right by each other, then either Harie Robinson's gonna chop you off, or I gotta expect for the young lady to chop me off because I ain't do right by her. I ain't stand up on my word. Now, when we go to personal relationships or just relationships in general, it's so much chop involved in that because now we got chop. Chop is money too. It's made from wood, you know, it's paper. So you got to chop down the wood, bust it down, print it, put the president's face on it. That's chop too. Broccoli, collard greens, all of that's chop. What do you do? Boy, I want to cuss. But what do you do when a woman don't do right by you? You done chopped up. See, that's another thing with chop. Chop is sexual relations. We chopping each other up, but really the man chopping the woman up. You know, the woman gonna receive the chop. She might receive it in several different ways in the form of currency chop. She might be getting a little chop for her services. But that shit, it ain't gonna last long. Oh man, business. Now this is the one, chop. You have a conversation with amongst men. Their word is the most important part of the business transaction. If they can't stand up on their word, you gotta chop that off. You gotta trim the fat, chop it off so you can move on to the next transaction, the next opportunity. Hopefully the next man or woman you dealing with business-wise will actually stand up on their word. And there is no chop involved, except for the chop y'all gonna generate once y'all do right by each other, business-wise. Yeah, cut.